This is TY back with another video, and today I wanted to talk about Teofimo Lopez. He had a fight the other night, Saturday night. He fought a guy, I think his name was Pedro Campa, and then Teofimo Lopez is now campaigning at 140 pounds now. He said that he had he was weight drained, he had weight issues coming in, trying to fight at 135, so now he's fighting at 140 pounds now. Wasn't entirely really impressed with what I saw with Teofimo. I mean, he did what he had to do. He got I think it was a 7th round TKO. So, I wasn't really impressed. I mean, he won, so, a little soft touch, bouncing back from his loss to George Kambosos. Last year? Yeah, last year, November of last year. A little soft touch to get himself back, get himself some confidence. But I don't see how he's gonna fare. It's gonna be interesting to see how he fares at 140 pounds. I don't know if he's even gonna is he gonna fight the top competition like the Regis Prograis, the Josh Taylors, the Gary Antoine Russells. There's Montana Love also that's in that division. So you got quite a few guys there in that division that I think that would give Teofimo Lopez a lot of trouble. And I don't know if Teo is gonna fight these guys or not. I mean, that remains to be seen. But from his track record, it doesn't look like he's willing. I don't know if he's gonna do that or not. I just don't see him doing it. Just put it that way. But I wanted to also touch over some of the excuses that Teo and his father has been making. So last week, Teo's father had claimed that Teo had suffered a broken elbow in his fight against George Kambosos last year, and again, it just seems like it just be more excuses. They can't seem to let the excuses go about how they lost this fight. Teo also said that his esophagus blew up. Literally, I'm not making this up. That's what he said. He said his esophagus blew up, that he had air in his lungs. I've never heard an excuse like that before ever in my life. The guy has been making excuses all the time about this loss. He just can't seem to take his loss like a man. He just can't get over the fact that he lost, but it's reality and this is what happened. They just keep him and his father continue to make excuses about how they lost this fight, and they just can't just let the fight go and just understand that they are not they lost the fight and they should just move on and just try to get back and bounce back and get their career back on, get his son back on track and winning some fights, and maybe getting back in the mix and fighting all the guys that's at 140 pounds. Another thing that Teo said that he wants to be a 2-time undisputed champion. Teo got to understand, man, that he was never undisputed. We all know what happened. He keeps talking about Devin Haney and saying that, Devin needs to sign the contract. Well, obviously we know that Teo didn't want any smoke with Devin Haney. Obviously, Teofimo Lopez did not have to fight George Kambosos. He didn't have to do it. He could have fought Devin Haney at that time when Devin Haney just had 1 belt. And Teofimo Lopez had 3 belts. But Teofimo Lopez decided not to fight Devin Haney, and he decided to fight George Kambosos, in which he ultimately lost all 3 of his belts to George Kambosos. And that is why Devin Haney fought George Kambosos, and now Devin Haney is now undisputed. But Teofimo Lopez is not undisputed, and he never was undisputed. Yes, he did beat Vasily Lomachenko. Yes, he did. He did beat him, but that was not for undisputed, though. That was only for just 3 belts. So he keeps proclaiming that he's been undisputed champion, which is not true at all. But he keeps making up excuses for not, saying, he's making it seem like, that everybody's ducking him and stuff, or everybody wants smoke with him, but clearly that is not the case. Everybody's wanted smoke with T.O., but T.O. doesn't want that same smoke back. You know, he doesn't want to fight Devin Haney. And to me, that's the reason why he moved up, because he doesn't want any smoke with Devin Haney. And that's the reason why all these other lightweights are doing the same thing. They all either moving up in weight, or they're jumping around, jumping around just to try to avoid Dev, basically. But to Teofimo, like I said, I wasn't impressed, and I want to see what he does against the guys that's up in the top echelon division of the 140-pound division. But I just don't see, even if he does fight those guys, I just don't see him beating those guys. To me, those guys are too much of a dog, and Teo doesn't have that in him. And I just think that he would just get beaten up pretty badly against those guys. But like the video, subscribe to the channel. Listen, man. I think we're at 970 something subs. I really need, if you guys can, if you can just somehow, some way, just share the video, like the video, and then if you know somebody, subscribe to the channel, and if you know someone, have them subscribe as well. We're trying to get over to 1K. I really would appreciate if you guys could try to get me over to 1K. That would be greatly appreciated. But again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also thank y'all for all the support. And thank y'all for the ones that do like the videos and that actually do watch the content. I really do appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much, and I hope that y'all continue to support. But again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what you guys think about Teofimo Lopez. Peace.